I have this self-side panel and I wanted to add some holders so there can be stored hairbrushes, hairbands and other hair accessories. Right now I have a box here secured with double-sided tape along with the temperature sensor. I'm going to remove both of these so I can make the more functional setup. I want to make similar setup that I have on my X1. It's very practical and you can easily add or change different holders. I will be using this honeycomb storage wall design by Rosta. The self-side panel is about 34 cm wide. It's wider than original storage wall panel but not as big to fit too. To print it I'll be using Bambu Lab H2D, which has quite big build volume, so I made it wider and taller also. So I ended up making 3 panels. The top and bottom panels each have 2 spots for screws. The middle panel will attach to them using connectors and I have added screw holes to those connectors as well. Storage wall is done. It was time to add different holders. There's 2 options for the holders. You can make them yourself or find ready-made ones online. This storage wall is quite popular, so you can find different holders from MakerWorld, Thingiverse or Printables. If you decide to make your own, I will show you how to create a simple holder. Easiest way is to find connector piece STL, like this one. Download and import it to the 3D modeling software. I am using Autodesk Fusion, but you can use different ones also. Importing process will be different with other softwares. First thing I will do is remove the groove. Then I will remove the chamfers. Doing these changes will make it easier to edit it later. Then you will make the holder shape based on the item you want to store. I will make this rectangular shaped holder for a hairbrush. I rounded the sharp corners and added a chamfer to make sliding the hairbrush in a bit smoother. When it's done, position the connector against the back of the holder. If you want to backside against the panel, then position the connector like that. If you don't want to use supports, you can move connector more down and cut the bottom flat. Deleting the bottom tab can make the grip little weaker, but lighter objects is not a problem. Before we jump back into the prints, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Most people know them for their professional PCB prototyping and assembly, but they also offer a wide range of manufacturing services like CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding and even 3D printing. So if you want to bring your design to life, whether it's electronics, custom enclosure, or parts you can't easily print at home, PCBWay is a great option. Alright, so here are the holders I made. They are super simple, but they work great. I will just pop this first one onto the panel. And there's also 2 more of these hairbrushes. The best thing about this setup is you can easily move things around whenever you want. I made this 2-part see-through box using the same honeycomb pattern so it matches the rest. The box part can be removed if needed and you can just use the tray on its own. I made this round holder for the bottle. For the temperature sensor, I used the original holder and designed a connector piece for it. I simply attached them together with a screw. I also printed some hooks and holders that I found online. Some of the connectors look a bit different, but they still work fine. The top panel is pretty high and hard to reach, so I didn't want to put any holders up there. Instead, I came up with another idea for the space. I did printed this landscape picture and glued it to the frame with connectors. I had this light laying around, so I mounted it to the back side of the 3D printed picture. I printed holder for the battery pack and I changed some holder positions to fit it on the panel. This light works really well here. It has a pull string switch, so it can be mounted higher while still being easy to turn on and off without having to reach up. I think this light came out quite nice. And there's a little twist with the light. When you turn off the light, moon and star shows up. Also the mountains are glowing. I printed them with glowing dark filament. When the daylight or room light is on, the picture looks like daytime, but when the lights are off, it changes and looks like night. What do you think about that light design? You can leave a comment and share your thoughts. So that's it for this organizer. Thanks for watching.